Welcome back to Monday Magnets, brought to you by AIA. Jack Ginnivan stirring the pot. The finals race is heating up, but Tommy, most importantly, it was Will Taylor's birthday on Thursday. Tails, happy 24th, brother. How you feeling?
Mate, feeling old as ever. Nah, jokes. I feel like all the early 20s sort of mould in together. So
Early?
Still
You haven't even hit
mid.
your prime of your footy career yet. They
Nah.
say you hit your prime after 25.
Yeah, well, just you fucking wait and see. In the next couple of years, I won't be hanging around with you boys in the thirds. I'll be up in the high leagues. Don't
How was your
worry.
day though, mate? We went back to G-Town to see the family.
Yeah, went back and saw the fam and shook some hands, kissed some babies.
They got the statue up there yet?
Yeah, that's what I actually went down for. We were planning what pose is going to be the statue down in G-Town. I can't even say that with a straight face. But no, it was good. Nice to go home and see them. And, yeah, it's good to get the win on the weekend as well for my special day.
Now, tell me what you think about this.
Yep.
Instead of a birthday, we had a bit of a birth week for Tails. We
Birth
celebrated.
weekend.
We celebrated 3 or 4 different occasions. What do you feel about that?
I think there's a place for that. Yeah. What
Yeah.
about birthday month? Can we extend it out
Yeah.
further?
Yeah, bloody oath. I reckon we go for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Just everyone get around me.
Bloody oath. Tommy, you've had another week off. How you feeling?
Feeling fresh. Yeah, feeling good for having the week off. And it's a huge run against the Hawks this week. Feel like this next couple of weeks is really going to shape top 8, top 4. We just had on the inside show with Lockie Neal, and we were discussing how the Lions have some big games. We got some huge ones. We got Hawthorn, Adelaide, and Doss's Demons to come. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it all shapes up to finish out the year.
Just one quick one, Dossie.
Yeah.
Maybe you can weigh in on this because of your wealth of knowledge. But
Lay it on
when
me.
you leave the Swans and then you play you go to Hawks and then you play the Swans for the first time, or you leave the Hawks and play Pies for the first time.
Yeah.
What's that first game like, and the emotions of that? And then when does it slow down?
Become normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good question. I remember the first time I played against Sydney for Hawthorn, I was just so in my head about it and had a bit of a mare. I had Georgie Hewitt tag me, and I was just, I built it up to be more than just another game. And then I used that experience when I went to Collingwood. We played Hawthorn in a practice game, so it wasn't really a full game, a full proper game, but I took the approach of sort of treating it like another game. It is funny because you're so familiar with the faces on the other team. But I think after a couple of games, it becomes normal. Lockie Schultz and I were chatting about this because he's played Freo a few times now. I think the first 1 or 2 is this is weird. And then after that, it's just business.
Was there pressure to sort of, did the pressure come from needing to prove them wrong, or you want to have a big game, or were you a little bit worried that the boys might come after you?
Yeah, probably the first one. You probably want to prove yourself and play a good game against your old team. Whether the boys come after you or not, that happens most games anyway. There's always a bit of banter on the footy field, but I think ultimately you want to always play well. So yeah, I'd probably say the first one if I had to choose Dossel.
Tails, what was it like playing the first game for Wattle Park?
I mean, it felt pretty good. I mean, I wasn't playing against any of my old mobs, so... I mean,
But you're just such
I've played against my old team before.
Have you?
Yeah. I got best on.
Really? So it doesn't get in your head at all?
Yeah. It was funny though because they were a 1s team and I was playing 2s at my new club, but we're in the same div. But got best on, had a bit of a blinder.
Do you remember what you ate the night before the game that night? Because we get asked a lot at the moment, what do you eat the night before a game? What did you have the night before a game?
I think it was like a pasta type dish. That got me up and about, really fueled me.
Well, that's what I normally have. I'm a pasta guy, lasagna guy.
Really?
And for those watching, this is actually what I do eat because we get asked a lot. I eat La Tosca.
Yeah.
So
now,
good.
now that looks
You're
delicious.
a big gnocchi man, aren't you? You can have this for lunch or dinner if you want. I bought this for you.
That looks unreal.
Oh, that is a piece of
That's a
Tails.
nice little birthday present.
Yeah,
that's the best
all I got for
birthday
you.
week now.
Gee whiz.
But if you're after a good quality pasta or lasagna, homemade in Australia,
Gee whiz.
No, wait, watch this.
And
So
it cooks in
Tosca
3
is-
minutes as well.
next Monday, we'll do a review.
Monday La Tosca review.
You know what? I'll do a little vlog and I'll have myself cooking this in the vlog.
Well,
and
there's
then
fettuccinis, there's gnocchis, there's lasagnas. What's your personal preference the
how do
night
you
before
pick?
fueling up
Gee.
for a game? Because
So
this
funny.
is what you want to fuel up with the night before a game. This pasta, high carb.
I'm usually Baz knows I'm a big ravioli man.
Yeah.
I like the meat in the pasta already, but gnocchi's probably a very close second. I feel like it's just so easy to whip up. Everyone can get around it. You can change it up a bit.
Now, here's a burning topic that we've had in our house. So it's the rise of like the pasta takeaway shops now. They're kind of new. The Pasta Pregos and what's the other one? The Edo Pasta Bar. We're not huge of their quality, Will.
No.
It's not like a pizza.
It's just not. It's not your nonna cooking at home. It's not slowly boiled away on the stove.
You're not using free range eggs and just using the quality produce.
No, and this is a traditional recipe as well. Cooks in 3 minutes. The other one, it's been stewing in the back for God knows how long. It's not fresh. So La Tosca, that's the way to go.
I'm looking forward to the food review.
Mate, wait until you see it. It'll be me cooking this, and then we'll pan across, and then I've kicked 5 in a semi-final.
Yeah,
True.
it's
Well,
magic.
Tommy,
Magic pasta.
We have our first final coming up this week. We all played out in Dandenong this week, so it was a bit of a trek.
Out to Dandy.
Dossie kicked one, threw the dummy out at occasions.
Yeah, threw my mouth guard on the ground out of frustration.
Now, how does that sit with you?
And it
You
was
can't show
only,
your frustration, Dos. You got to contain that.
So in the first-
that's giving the opposition a little upper hand.
they
on it.
laughed at me. Like some
Yeah.
of them, they went, "What are you doing? You're 10 goals up at 3/4 time." And I thought, yeah, it's all about me though.
Did you
Get pushed to a back flank? Did I see? I saw a clip pop up. You were
did.
pushed to a
Yeah,
flank.
I played a few posies on the weekend. I started in the midfield and the forward, and I felt like I was on. I felt like it was one of my best quarters of the year.
Yeah.
And then I literally reckon I had 2 touches between quarter 2 and 3, and I was just seething. And every time I was near the ball, it didn't quite get to me. I don't know. I just felt so out of place. And in the third quarter, I threw my mouth guard and cracked it. But I responded in the last. I felt like I got some form. So who knows how I'm going to go this week.
Do you get weeks for that? Is that a week? Is that a week
It's not a
off?
great
No
look.
way.
It's not a great look.
You can't in club suspend the captain for throwing him out.
Probably
thinking
should.
about it.
Probably should. though.
Remember when Steph Curry for the basketball? Any basketballers here?
Yeah.
He threw his mouth guard into the ground and it sort of bounced into the crowd and hit someone. I think he got a fine for it.
Yeah, you got something.
So you're lucky that didn't happen, Dos. Didn't get a fine.
Well, it was a bit embarrassing because you go and pick it up and there's dirt on it. You got to put water on it. I don't know. It's like, why'd I do that?
Got to call out the poor water boys though.
Yeah.
Hey, boys,
Any
I got to
day.
get to training. Got to get ready for Thursday night footy. So
Bloody
I
oath.
love yous and leave yous.
Yeah.
Enjoy the knocky.
What are you working
I
on
love
at
it.
the moment?
What am I working on?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just on your game.
On my game?
When you get to training.
Always some touch.
What
Yeah.
piece?
Oh, I love doing
Ground
touch.
ball.
What piece
is
is
it?
Tom Mitchell working on this week?
I think one thing in congestion, you have to have quick hands, but I think in space, having the ability to control the ball for an extra second or two, draw the opponents into you. So spending time with the ball in your hand is something I reckon I'll keep working on.
That
this
Tom
week.
Mitchell magnetic bold piece.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that piece.
That's cool.
That's a good piece.
All right.
Yeah.
TT.
Thanks, Titter.
TT.
Trent.
Oh, wow. I was so out
Oh
of
wait,
this.
TT is
leave you with one.
Toby Travaglia.
That's
oh
unbelievable.
that's very good.
That's unbelievable.
Shit.
I don't know.
Who's a TT?
Trent, Tyler,
Tom.
TR.
Trent Rivers.
Oh, great. Just one of your favourites.
TR is
The enemy piece. The enemy piece.
Tosca ravioli. Keep the Sponos happy.
That is unreal.
Boys, Tommy's out of here, but we usually leave this segment to the end, but I feel like this is a good place to bring it off the top because our piece of the week last week was met with a response from Nasiah Responded the morning after his clutch fourth quarter, and he got back to us, Tails, didn't he?
Oh boys, he had plenty to say. when he
Plenty
got
to
back
say,
us.
wasn't 4 words.
This was after he was on Ross's shoulders at the Brighton Hotel.
He was
Having fun.
He was getting absolutely slammed left, right, and centre with all kinds of media, and he decided to get back.
That's actually
To the
unreal.
Monday
And I
Magnets.
reckon he went up like 12,000 Instagram followers last week, if not maybe more.
No doubt.
Well, the big fella, after we sent our lovely message, he responded with the, cheers, mate.
That's awesome.
But that, you know what?
He would have sent that to 1,000 people because he would have gotten
Correct.
that
And
many.
like, not everyone is going to be as enthusiastic as Isaac Heaney.
Well, you know what? Like,
Caden was good.
the fact that he was the hottest, still is the hottest property in AFL at the moment, pretty cool to get a message back.
Yeah,
from him.
happy with anything.
Yeah.
Well,
happy
yeah,
with it all.
at that time, absurd that we got
That's worth a paragraph,
Happy with it all.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it.
But it's time to give our pieces of the week. If you're not familiar with piece of the week, if you don't listen to the end of episodes every week, then the piece of the week is some of our favourite things that are just going on in football. It can be a player, could be a group of people, can be bloody NG Stadium staff it's been at times, hasn't it, Dos?
Oh, that's what you kicked off piece of the week with.
And I think you backed it up a couple months later. You
It
were
was a
loving
great stadium. To
loving what NG
the
NG
showgrounds.
was. But Dos, you'd like to kick off proceedings of
Yeah.
the piece of the week. Go on, brother.
To be honest, I'm really impressed with the S&C staff at a certain club. I think they are looking fit and strong. They've looked fit and strong all year. They actually break the most tackles out of any team in the competition, and that is really important. And it's the Adelaide Crows. I saw during the week they put a little piece out, a little media piece out, and
Great
they were
piece.
talking about how they have scientifically worked out which part of the week to really load their players with stress, with the weights. And they were doing it through jump tests. So they had these pads on the ground where they jump on the ground, they do a little jump test, they can work out fatigue, they can work out when to push them. I think they're years ahead of the rest of the competition, the Adelaide Crows, and it's very impressive. And you just look at Joshy Worrell and some of the boys.
And they're young.
Some of
they're
them
so
young.
young
It's just-
and hot.
They're jacked. They're all jacked.
Yeah.
So,
What's at Glenelg? What's in the water at Glenelg?
don't know, but Darren Burgess and the crew, well done.
Well done, Crows, SNC staff.
You. Good on the boys.
Love that. Tails, your piece of the week, please.
My page of the week, he was a debutant on the weekend.
You go on a debutante.
And I hate to do it to the mighty Magpies, but young Henry Smith for the Brisbane Lions.
Henry Smith.
Just got
Wow.
bigger and bigger.
5 disposals, 3 kicks. You want to know what he did with those 3 kicks? 3 snags.
Wow, that is
I
impressive.
like the way he operates. He also got in and under 5 tackles and 5 hit-outs as well.
It's a bit of a Will Taylor
Through the
sort of
back
game.
door. Well, I'm probably not getting 5 tackles or 5 hit-outs, but I'll take 3 kicks, 3 goals. But yeah, he seemed to just tower over the Collingwood defence that is been quite scary this year. So for Henry Smith to... And each kick, mind you, was very just straight to the middle.
Flushed.
Gave the goal umpire not much room to move. So well done, Henry.
Really,
Well done.
really good by Smitty.
Well done, Henners.
Good Smitty. Baz, what have you got?
What have I got? Well, at the start of the year, I put Freo for the flag, if you remember our predictions. So my piece of the week this week is just a shout out to Freo for still being in the race.
They keep fighting the good fight, don't they?
So, you know,
Well, they beat Carlton, so...
And they made hard work of it.
but they're sitting in 5th. They're still in the race. They've, you know, at times this year, my expectations have lowered. And just good to see that, you know, if you've predicted someone to win the flag and they're still in like that sort of top 6, then you can't be too far off.
I think I might have tipped the Blues, so I can't relate.
Yeah, right.
I can't relate with
Well,
you at
that's
the moment.
good.
I think you've got to give a massive shout out to the big 3 down at Freo for being so accurate in front of goal. I think all Tracy, Amos, and Voss kicked 3 straight.
Vossi, how good's Vossi?
Well, they didn't kick many points, so it's going to be. Speaking about Adelaide's big 3, the Freo big 3 is very scary. But I'm not on the Freo bandwagon just yet.
Fuck off, Tails.
Not jumping on that. Still very much with the Pies.
Well, I guess we've picked 2 rogue ones, Dos. So we're going to have to send Henry Smith a voice message.
Bloody oath.
And
You know what?
I tell you what,
him
Henners,
You'd want to reply,
You'd-
Smithy. Smithy, you'd want to reply.
this is career defining at this stage.
I mean, we're
Henners.
getting Naz at the height of his popularity. We're getting Isaac Smith, a rock star of
We've got
the comp.
Isaac Heaney after his career high rated game.
Yeah, Isaac Heaney, that's it, sorry. You don't want to go into Dan Curtin territory. Just, you know, on field you do. Off field, in terms of replying to our TMs, you don't want to venture
You
there.
don't want to be on that list, Hen.
Still flat about that. Do we send Dan Curtin a bit of a follow-up today?
That's a great...
Whether if you
Shout.
just reply, bump, ... question mark. Or, or maybe another voice message. But come on, Smithy. BG.
By the way, if you're not familiar, we might have a lot of young kids watching these episodes, but if you're beyond like 20, you'd know. Where do you think the birthplace of what did you just say? What was the term you just used?
Bump.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know where that came from.
Birthplace of Bump.
Do you know where it came from?
Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook.
Like, it
Could
would
you
be
bump
on, like,
someone?
So, well, I thought it would
You
be
used to have
like
poke.
on like I thought it'd be like on like Marketplace or like buy, swap, and sells, and like your product hasn't like got any traction over 2 or 3 days. So you comment on your own post, bump, and
Yeah.
it gets in people's feed again.
Yeah, 100%. Or yeah, Messenger. But I think Facebook started with poke. Bump. It is. It's Facebook.
It wasn't poking. Does it? Where to? Where? Yeah.
Is
wow.
a bump where like the phone vibrates like bump?
I think bumping a message is just like agreeing to the message, is it not?
No, it's like no, it's like
That's how I've always read
getting
it.
their attention again.
Yeah,
Like,
getting it. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, how hard is it to
bumping
message
just
Smithy?
again.
What's going on over here?
I could give you another definition for bump.
mate, I'm struggling to.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't message bump ... question mark. Smithy doesn't have Insta. This is a debacle.
No.
This is a debacle.
Can we find his Facebook?
Oh, that's why he spelt Smith with an extra I.
And how Instagram didn't pick up that we were putting that in anyway is an absolute
Yeah,
rort on
Mark
the system.
Zuckerberg. You know what? Fuck,
You're a lizard.
You're the Taylor time this week. Fucking Mark Zuckerberg, pull your finger out, mate.
Who invented Instagram?
Just make it better.
You're a lizard, Zuckers.
Zuckers.
No, he didn't.
Facebook invented Instagram.
No, they
Facebook
didn't.
bought
They bought
Instagram.
Instagram.
What?
For like a fucking $3 billion. No,
But that was like 10 years ago.
it was like 20 years ago, probably.
My life has just been a whole
Anyway,
lie.
Smithy. Bump with Smithy.
Mark Zuckerberg invented Instagram. Fuck up tails.
G'day, Henry. It is Will Taylor, Caden McDonald, and Bailey McCabe from the Ball Magnets Association, mostly from the Monday Magnets podcast. We're giving you a nice little voice message to let you know that you are our piece of the week, which is pretty much. So you've got AFL PA MVP, then you've got Brownlow, then you've got the piece of the week. So you are right up there in some of the heights of the best in the AFL. So, mate, we just wanted to say your debut on the weekend was stellar. Keep putting up the good numbers, and you might have a little premiership medallion around your neck by the end of the year, mate. So, all the best for the rest of the season.
Well done, Smithy. Kados here. Unbelievable. You just played big. You looked big. Can't imagine the adrenaline running around 80,000 at the MCG, taking the P155. You're living the dream. You're a strapping young lad. Keep kicking the snags, mate.
Henners, you gave me stiff nips on the weekend, brother.
Oh,
Stiff nips, mate.
Yeah.
Keep it up, brother. I love that shit. Well done.
Henry Stiff Nippies.
oh my God. I don't know if we can say that, but we have, and it's gone.
We've sent it, and you know what? We'll send him out a little Toscas. All right, let's move on to the rest of the round review.
It's probably about time we got into a little bit of actual footy. I want to bring up off the top, this 6th to 9th range on the ladder is very congested. I just want to talk about who is going to miss out. Currently, the Western Bulldogs sit at 9th spot on 48 points. They have a higher percentage than anyone in the in that 5 to 8th spot. However, they're not quite in there.
Is this not the Bulldogs every season?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Every season they're
Yeah.
9th, but they've been the best team for the back half of the year. Their percentage is always really good. How the fuck are they not in the top 4 every year? Like they
Can't beat
They-
top
It's
8
just annoying.
sides.
They just can't beat the top 8 sides, Dossie. We saw them absolutely pants the Giants on the weekend, but like they do that all the time. I feel like the Giants are just their bunny at this stage.
Yeah.
Like, they can always sort of
no
rely.
rivalry there anymore.
There's no rivalry anymore. It's not 2016 anymore where you've got Toby Green and Jake Stringer just like a shirt front of each other, and Clay Smith is kicking snags over his head, and
Jezza Cameron's still there.
and Jack Redpath is doing heaps in the ruck and down forward, and Jeremy Cameron
Shane Mumford.
and Mummy, he's going up against Jordan Roughhead and
Trent Cotchin's tackling him. And
Marcus Bond. Trent Cotchin didn't play for the bloody Giants.
I said Trent Cotchin tackling Shane Mumford. Do you not remember in the granny when he took him down?
It's not 2016, mate. But yeah.
Anyway.
There's no rivalry anymore. It's fizzled out.
Yeah, it's fizzled out because the Giants are shit. Clearly.
Just no more big sound from the Orange team.
So who's missing out?
So currently the ladder stands at 6th, 7th and 8th. They're all on 52 points. That's the Suns, Hawks and Giants. And then the Dogs are 9th on 48. So they're the only team on 48 points.
I know I say this every week, but the Suns have sneakily played one less game than everyone.
They have. You are absolutely right. The only other team that have that is Essendon, and that's not really a...
I came for that one on a Wednesday night.
So is it a little Giants that is the one that slips out here? Do we need to look at the next couple of weeks?
You asked us this about 20 minutes ago, so while you were talking, I did my ladder predictor.
Really? Okay.
Because I just had no idea. I don't know who's playing who. I just wanted to get a bit of a grasp.
Good.
My ladder predictor, after giving them some praise about 40 seconds ago, has got Freo missing out on percentage and the Giants finishing 8th, and I'm not even kidding.
You have got to be joking.
They play like Brisbane. I think they play Brisbane and then the Dogs to finish. And it's whoever wins that Dogs-Freo game gets in my ladder prediction that I quickly whipped up.
Jeez.
Yeah, Freo play Port, then the Lions,
They'd probably
then the
beat
Dogs.
Port. They probably lose to the Lions, and then it's the Dogs at Marvel.
Jeez.
It's going to be a massive run home. So are we saying it's between... So Gold Coast are safe.
Gold Coast are safe.
It's between Dogs, Freo and GWS. So we've got rid of one already.
I think you've also... Don't underestimate... And I hate saying this because I love the Hawks, but
Hawks
the
are
Hawks are going
vulnerable.
to take on Collingwood and the Lions.
Without Will Day.
Without Will Day.
And then, yeah,
And
jeepers.
I don't know. I just don't know about it. And I think it's a shorter turnaround for the Hawks coming into... Yeah, they played the Thursday night.
There you go.
So it is a much quicker turnaround for them.
Well, look, Tails, I think a lot of the consensus around the league is that this has maybe been a little bit more of a boring year, just in terms of how the ladder stands. But this next couple of weeks is going to be very exciting to watch that 6th to 10th range. Just a quick prediction. Who misses out? Saying Freo.
Giants will miss out.
I'm going to be hopeful and say Freo.
I'm going to say the Giants as well. I think the Dogs have got it in them to stick it out.
Dogs have got it in them.
I've got Freo.
And Gold Coast are also safe because they've got an extra game up their sleeve.
Yep.
So we were just talking about the Dogs. I've got one question to put to both of you in the wake of Jeremy Cameron kicking. He's at 75 goals now. So with 3 games remaining, 25 left. In Sam Darcy's career, will he exceed 100 goals in a home and away season?
I'm going to say no.
He does
Never.
a lot of rucking, doesn't he?
So you put the archetypes of Jeremy Cameron and Sam Darcy. Yes, Sam Darcy is a unicorn. He's a freak. Like, he will take clunks like they're going out of fashion. But Jeremy Cameron is also quite more agile. He plays higher up the ground, gets a lot more kicks higher up the ground, and
Easier to contest, some would say.
easier to contest. Finds a lot more ways to sort of get the cheap, not the cheap.
Well, he just
goals.
kicks a lot. He kicks a lot of goals from the boundary.
He's
lot
just
of-
crafty. He's just got better goal sense.
a lot of snaps from the boundary and everything. I feel like if Sam Darcy can get the tank and all of that,
Well,
going,
that's what it's about. This is a prediction.
But at the same time, Sam Darcy plays a lot of ruck minutes, so he'll have to do.
Yeah, I feel like playing in the ruck's going to affect his goal tally. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say Sam Darcy no.
I'm going to say it's extremely plausible, to be honest.
I'm going to say no. But
I'm gonna
I
say
think Sam
plausible.
Darcy's just going to be one of the best players ever.
I just don't think there's a fullback that can go with him in the whole comp.
I feel like, yeah, even Mac Andrew, who's like 203 centimetres, is still 6 centimetres smaller.
Correct. Like, what are you going to... Like, I think there's a sniff. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying there's a sniff. Now, Jeremy Cameron is a generational talent, so maybe I'm overshooting it. But if Sam Darcy's not generational, then what is?
I think, and let's not get the words minced up here, but I think Jeremy Cameron is kind of like a bit of the new generation Buddy Franklin.
Of course
Yeah,
he is.
definitely.
Like the fact that he can
Oh, fucking no fucking way.
well, like he doesn't have the explosive pace that Buddy Franklin used to have. He can still like launch him from 50, but I feel like the big body of Buddy Franklin stood the test of time, whereas Jeremy Cameron can sort of get caught up a bit in the contest.
You might be right. You
yeah.
might be right. I might be overshooting it, but I think he's a chance.
It's
So-
funny because Jezza and Buddy, neither of them consistently take massive pack marks. Like they're a bit more crafty. They get on the
Yeah.
lead. Like Buddy Franklin so often was on the lead leading up at the footy. Like they probably make it easier on themselves, like their goal sense and their forward craft.
For sure.
It's funny that they got that in common.
Just before we were talking about the Dogs, we were talking about the Hawks and obviously their loss
They
on
were
the
good.
weekend. They were good. However, we did touch on Will Day is now re-injured after returning after 2 or 3
He's
games.
made a crate paper, Will Day, and it pains me to see.
He's been injured almost his whole career to date. Now, obviously they had a patch where they were early in the year where they struggled a little bit. Then they got on top of it. They were good for a long, long period, and now it's a little bit in murky water again. Does Will Day seriously lower the odds of Hawthorn going deep into September?
I don't. Well, it lowers the odds, but they've carried on without him pretty well throughout the year. So I feel like they've got plans around it and probably enough midfield depth, especially.
Do they?
with-
Because John Newcomb's been getting subbed out. James Warple hasn't
I
been.
was going to say
playing.
Wardy's just come back in. He's starting to get some form. I feel like they've got the personnel depth. It's just whether they've got the time to get them into form. But missing Will Day's
I think
not handy.
the love from the fan base drums it up a bit too much on how much the absence of Will Day impacts the team.
Great call.
Like I think like the love for Will Day is so
Hawthorn
like-
fans think he's Nick Dacos.
like they think he's the next coming of like the man upstairs
Well, he's
himself.
pretty bloody good.
He's good,
Like he's
but he's
unbelievable,
not.
mate.
Don't get me wrong. He's probably top 5 players when they're all fit and healthy.
But has he ever been top 5? Like he's got like
No, but he
he's
hasn't
never
been in the
done
system
it.
for long enough, and he hasn't had a
He's just
consistent
never done
year.
it for a season. So like, he's got like this top 5 potential, but until Will Day plays 22 games and polls top 5 in the Brownlow, it's
And, like,
Fugazi.
yeah, like Hawthorn, the Hawthorn fan base, and even outside of the Hawthorn fan base, there's so much love for Will Day because you just can't hate him.
Yeah,
and I
definitely.
feel like that weighs heavily on the team and expects them to think that like Will Day, without Will Day, it's a lot less of a chance that they're going to win. But I feel like, like Darcy said, I feel like they've got the personnel.
They may do.
Wardy, Warple, they'll step up. Dylan
Yeah.
Moore, chuck him in there.
Get him in.
They got plenty of ways and routes to go, but they did lose to the Crows, and now I think at this point,
Top
how it's
2.
looking, are the Crows flag favourites?
No.
No.
Well, you know what's hard? Say the Crows last season made a prelim. I think everyone right now would say that they're flag favourites, but because
Yeah.
they've come from outside the 8, you still have this bias to the Pies, the Lions, the Cats.
What did Pies do last year?
Oh, yeah.
What did
were
they
at
do?
it. Because they've had recent success.
Yeah.
But I think bias aside, the Crows have been the most complete team this whole season. Defensively, offensively, their contest, their defense, their forward line, their personnel, their depth. Like if you factor in all those things that you need to win a premiership, the Crows have ticked all those boxes. So they're very well placed. I think they finished 15th last year. This would be one of the biggest jumps from bottom 8 to flag that we've seen. We've seen a few of them recently, like teams have done it from 9th to 1st and whatnot, but this would be one of the biggest jumps, but they're well placed.
It's been cool to see the progression because they were in strife after that sort of 2017 era. They were in serious strife with the amount of exits they had out of that footy club. And so they've turned it around. Like it was kind of a sneaky rebuild in a lot of ways.
Well, I remember in 2020, them and North were having like 17th and 18th playoffs, and North were creaming them, and the Crows were terrible. And it's just weird, 5 or 6 years later, that North is still stuck there. Like it's like they were down the bottom at the same time.
Is it
but the
because of
Crows are-
homegrown talent though, Dos?
Yeah, well, it's easy. Well, we've spoken about this before. It's easier to attract mature players when you're Adelaide because it's 2 teams for South Australian people to choose from. But North, it's like Harley Reid wants to come home. There's 10 teams that North have to compete with, and with a small club, small resources, it is harder. So I guess they have fast tracked it with Rankin and Cumming and Peatling and a few others. Even like Hinge, like some of their key
Mitchie
positions
Hinge from Brizzy.
have come from other clubs. So yeah, they've done it well. And
They've had Rochelle, Victorians stay there. They've got the 3-headed dragon up front now.
Saligo they drafted.
Even like I was talking the other day about how I think Wayne Miller has made a massive fist of his career, and like he's just like a really solid B+ that you can chuck into your team every week.
Yeah,
And they've got just a bunch of those type of guys.
well, even like turning Ben Keys into a contributor.
He's a gun.
Lots
I've
of
been saying this for
contributors.
years, Dos.
Yeah.
I've been saying this since Goes All Right. I've been saying, let's get Benny Keys on.
Yeah, they've just got they tick a lot of boxes. So I don't know if they finish these last 3 games pretty strongly, they could be the number 1 seed going into the big dance.
It'd be pretty cool if
Yeah.
that was the case.
That would be cool.
I like when the Crows are up and about. Good colours.
Great colours, aesthetically pleasing, and they're fit and hot.
We're going to do another. What do we call it?
Word association.
First word association. We're going to do another little segment of that first word, which you love.
Word association.
Can you get really rogue, please? You know the areas that this man was in when we were doing the pies. I need that shit back.
Okay. I can be a little bit rogue.
No, I need really rogue.
But before we do that, I've got an initial for you.
Go.
HT.
HT.
I don't know.
HT. I'm thinking
I don't know.
Henry. Who's GWS? Henry Thomas. Something Thomas.
Harvey Thomas.
Harvey Thomas.
Wow, well done.
I had to dig deep there.
That was a good one.
Any others?
Hugh.
Hugh Darantino. Taranto.
I'm not
No,
sure.
I'll give you another one. How about DG?
Hop.
Daniel Gian Siracusa.
Wow. Denver Granger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Denver Grange.
Dylan.
Streets won't forget. Darcy Gardner.
Darcy Gardner.
Yeah. I was going to say James Gwilt. That doesn't work though.
Nah, it's just completely different letters.
Different letter, mate.
Wrong game.
All right, let's jump on to these Crows players. I'm going to nearly go through the whole list here just because we want to have fun together.
No, this will be fun. Love this shit.
Get really rogue. What is the first word that comes to mind when you hear this footballer's name? Chase Jones.
Fringe.
Cops and robbers.
Ben Keys.
Locksmith.
Keys to the city.
Sam Berry.
Blueberry.
Tough.
Matt Crouch.
That's stand.
Matt
Crouching and standing.
Crouch. Ballarat.
Daniel Curtin.
Flog.
Reply to us.
You can't put that in. You can't put that in. Well, you can put it in the pot, but you can't put that in the clip. Because I'm going to...
Yeah. Stand blind.
Freak.
Riley Thilthorpe.
Rob.
Scary.
Twitter.
Josh Rochelle.
No, that was Riley Thilthorpe, not Riley O'Brien.
True.
Fuck.
Josh Rochelle.
Wait, for Riley Thilthorpe. Beard. Got that.
The beard.
Josh Rochelle.
Teeth.
Energy.
Jordan Dawson.
It's coming back.
Weird skipper decision, but gun player.
Agreed.
Taylor Walker.
The Texan.
Scary. Again.
Saligo.
Slippery.
Gun.
Mitch Hinge.
Door.
Reliable.
This is a good one. Chris Burgess.
Battler.
It's a great way to do it.
Hack. No, you can't. You can't put that in.
Oh, you can't say these things.
Chris Burgess, athletic.
Isaac Rankin. Goes All Right podcast.
Generational.
A modern day Bob Dylan on the guitar.
Josh Worrell.
Hat trick in cricket.
All Australian.
This is a good one for you, Dos. Alex Neil Bullen. And we'll leave it there.
Unsung hero.
Leadership. Inspiration.
Darcy Fogarty.
West End.
Dead-eye Dick.
Sid Draper.
Sam.
Blonde.
Yes. And last one. Riley O'Brien.
Twitter.
Big.
Big.
Fridge.
Who's the best Adelaide Crows ruckman ever?
Sauce.
Kirk Tippett.
Rhett Biglands. I think Rhett Biglands wins.
Sauce for me.
Kirk Tippett is a chop out.
Just to finish it off, we need a little bit of Collingwood chat. So many of the viewers are Collingwood supporters. They have now lost three.
Let's chat. They've fallen off.
Lost 3 out of the last 4.
They phoned it in.
You dropped Tom Mitchell after he's had 29 on 86% efficiency.
Hey, he was rested.
No, he was.
Didn't say
Omitted.
that. Didn't say that on the team sheets.
It did say omitted on AFL.com.
Now I won't say. Tommy hasn't told us anything. However,
Now,
he did 29.
Yeah. Now, I won't say things, but fuck, I'm coming for whoever picked the team. I will find your address. And I'll come.
I like it. I think the Pies, they know they'll be top 4.
I'll egg your house.
They're playing around with their mix. They're trying to find their...
I'll fucking gnocchi your house.
Wow. Jeepers. They're trying to find their best mix.
What a pan fry it and leave it at your front door. Cold. Sorry,
You're never going to know unless you rotate the list through, so I like it. Tommy will be back for the Hawks and he's going to take the piss.
You really, really hope so.
I've got 4 servings of this, so it's going to fucking come in hot and thick.
Well, we need, yeah. Are you guys, anyone hungry? Because
Well, Tommy copped it when they lost against the Suns. There was a little bit of sort of fan debate about like, because they'd been flying for so long, Tommy got brought back in. I think he had an okay game. I think that they really struggled regardless. I think their whole team really struggled up on the Gold Coast. But there was a few fans saying, oh, well, we shouldn't have brought him back in. But it's just interesting to see, you know, he came back in and got some form at the G. They won. He's been out. They lost. So it's not necessarily got anything to do with him. But obviously the team, potentially this happens. We probably should have asked the man who was sitting here 10 minutes ago. But some teams who are up the top do loading throughout this period because they've already banked the wins and they've already qualified. So I wonder if it's got something to do with that. I guess we'll never know.
well, I guess we sort of already do know, Dos, because they're managing players.
Oh, they are,
Outwardly managing players.
Yeah.
So we sort of already...
They're probably pumping Ks into their players that are playing as well. So they come out fatigued on the weekends.
That's true. Well, boys, I've had a lot of fun today. Is there any sort of, you know, issues you've got with my hosting style?
Yeah, I'm looking at your crutch. You've got this wide sort of man spread that I just stare at for 45. And
Are you distracted by that?
well, especially in the
camel?
in the trackies, it's doesn't hide much.
The grey. Tails.
Yeah, well, I've got nothing wrong with your hosting, but I'm I feel like we should have spent our time a bit better with Titch in the studio because we're playing finals this week, and I wanted to ask him how do we treat finals footy? What's something I should do going into it?
We bottled that.
Yeah, we've bottled it a little bit. So
A little bit.
all he said was, "Yep, pan fry some gnocchi and."
Well, yeah. Well,
Bob's your aunt.
we'll see you next week for the gnocchi review, which is highly anticipated. And we'll see you after the Wattle Park Animals Div 12 Ressies first final of all time, boys. We're very, very excited. I just want one more thing to mention. Taylor Walker was our ball magnet of the week, which is unbelievable. I mean, not Taylor
Tex
Walker.
Walker.
Sorry. Brody Grundy.
Brody Grundy.
Brody Grundy was our ball magnet of the
gonna
week.
say,
39
how the fuck was
disposals.
Tex Walker?
Huge from Tex. Anyway, we're playing our first final on the weekend.
Go
We're going
Ressies.
to try the gnocchi. We'll let you know about it soon. We love you, and we'll talk to you at a later date. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Guys, cheers.
Adelaide, a date.